everybody, to another exciting edition of the Sports Hole. I'm your host, Luke. With me, as always, rosacea face Jim and rock and roll Matty Goldberg.
What up, boys?
Not really rosacea, just high saturation.
I mean, you should be able to tell. Look how brown the file cabinet is back there. That's like a
pretty brown cabinet.
Yeah. It's like you're ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
I am ready for Halloween, Matty. It should. I don't know about out in California, guys. Here in the Midwest, it should not be as warm as it is during fall. We're at the end of September, and it was like 88 degrees outside.
Yeah, hopefully it will cool down.
Yeah, we've cooled down like as normally scheduled.
Yeah, we've cooled down too.
It's been like Sunday, I swear to God, it got up to like almost 90.
Shit, it was like, that's all it's been here is 90, which is like, would be like, 75 in the Midwest.
Yeah, hopefully it'll cool down because your face, it doesn't look good.
My face looks great, Matty. My face looks fantastic.
Jim, we're not really recording a podcast. We just need to get together and talk about your face.
This is subtle intervention. Actually, not even subtle. This is just intervention.
It's like a pumpkin. Like it's like an orange pumpkin color.
I thought it looked red.
I think it looks red too. Dude, what are you seeing, man? To me, it looks like Lady O'Leary from
probably
Mr. Rogers.
I feel like I'm red.
Like a movie where how like there was that dumb movie, The Heartbreak Kid, where the girl can't go
like
out
a bad reaction to shellfish or something.
Yeah, the sun. Like it almost looks like.
Oh, like I'm having an allergic reaction to something?
Like they did makeup on you to be like, let's make this guy so like ridiculously whatever.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I'm just a red guy. I flush red. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all good, brother.
It's all good.
I'm flushed from the exciting weekend of football we had.
Oh my God.
It was a great weekend.
Kicked it right off too. Friday night.
The Japanese League was great this weekend. The
X League was great, Matty. I'm glad that you appreciate good Japanese football.
Arena Football League was incredible.
Did not play this week. They're done.
Iowa Barnstormers.
They're done.
Great week.
What? Matty's watching old videos. You got a problem with that?
That's but they didn't play. They didn't play this week.
Well, it was great. It was a fantastic week. I think the NFL was fantastic, and college was great too.
Oh my God, college football was so good.
So we got started Friday night. What?
Yeah, Friday night was amazing.
Oh my God! Wow.
Two classics,
dude. Here's the thing: is the ACC, particularly like Florida State and Miami, have been looking like '90s versions of themselves, and now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It
takes away a lot from that game. You want them to come in undefeated, and now
that's why they're not having game day.
Is that for real?
Game day's going to Alabama Vandy.
Well, Vandy is hot. Vandy is a
all,
real
what
deal.
What have you done for me lately, league here?
You're damn right it is.
Jim, what are you thinking of Florida State now? I mean, this was a tight game, and they lost in 2 overtimes, but
first of all, I think Virginia's actually this is the 3rd Virginia game I've watched this season. Their offense is legit. It has been legit. Their defense still leaves a lot to be desired. Florida State, I still think they were good. I still think they're in a decent spot. I feel like they don't fully use Castellanos in the best way. He's not the best passer.
Okay.
They need to run him more.
Sure.
And then obviously Florida State, you want to see more of this defense. And I feel like with a lot of a bunch of the top teams, I still don't think Florida State they're not great at running the ball. And I don't fully believe that. Like them, Bama, they're one of the teams I can't buy into them as like a national champion if you're not able to run the ball. Obviously, they're one of like the 4 teams competing for the ACC. They're in a great spot.
I don't see them as a national champion.
Is it Norvell?
No, they lost to Virginia.
Virginia could compete for the ACC. They have no in-conference losses.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not sold on the ACC at all. Just when the hype was kind of turning around. I feel like it's back to being the lesser of
everybody was so high on Florida State, and I was talking to a buddy before the game, and we were looking at the spread.
They dropped like 10 spots.
We're like,
they should.
Yeah, but like Illinois didn't drop that bad for getting dominated. I don't think Virginia, like people have this view of Virginia. I don't think Virginia is that bad. Virginia could fucking, they would not surprise me. They played Louisville this week.
They've lost a game.
They lost to NC State, but that was not a conference game.
Come on, Jim. You can't lose. Like, no.
NC State's offense is still not bad. And they lost 35-31. Like, Virginia could compete for the ACC, and I would not be surprised.
Except one thing.
I don't think Virginia is nearly as bad as people think.
Okay. I mean, they might not be bad.
Like, obviously,
they might not be bad.
I don't think Florida State's like,
but still,
I don't think Florida State's a national championship.
Be a real player.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. I do not think they are a national championship
Your defense
competitor.
can't give up they gave up like 35 points in regulation.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
No, not to Virginia, not to,
Chandler Morris, baby. Still hanging around.
How old's Chandler Morris?
Chandler Morris is 24.
65.
24.
24. So he's been Oklahoma. He was like a backup at Oklahoma. He played TCU for 2.5, 3 years. He was at North Texas last year. Virginia now.
He should already be moving up the chain in his local grocery store up to manager, not playing quarterback.
I know, right?
Yeah. They should have all the oldest quarterbacks face each other teams at the end of the year. Then you got a real Senior Bowl.
Also, that was like the cleanest field storming I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that was aggressive. That was like, I've seen field. Normally they trickle in. This was like the fans were in a 3-point stance on the sideline, ready to fucking explode.
I didn't realize. So Virginia, like the student area, it's just like a hill. It's not even like it wasn't even fenced off. They were lined up. There.
They were right in the back of the end zone.
They were like 10 feet away from the end zone.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was sweet.
It makes me want to go to a game at Virginia.
Well, it was funny. Like, did those guys get trampled? The players at the end?
No. So I went back and looked. Because a bunch of like the media people were like, "Oh, this is bad." Blah 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 blah. These players, the Virginia players that were around the guy, the receiver that dropped it, they like swarmed him, and like kind of like covered him up. So like it was a bunch of just Virginia players around the guy that got like.
This might be the field storming might be the one thing as college keeps getting more professionalized. This might be the one thing that really makes it still fun in college-y, is the field storming.
That and all this, like, college just has so much dumb stuff that's awesome.
Yeah. But this is one thing I love to see.
It was a great way to start the week. Like, as soon as that game happened, you knew the weekend was going to be special.
Yes. Tell me about Arizona and TCU.
Man. If you're TCU, you're killing yourself after this one. You should have won this game. I think Hoover had 5 turnovers. Brutal from a guy. People were like, I still hype him up. I think Josh Hoover is going to be a good quarterback. But this was a brutal loss for TCU. Great on Arizona State. Hey, they're like firing them off. That loss to Mississippi State's not looking as bad. And they're feisty. The Big 12 is going to be, once again, surprise, surprise, the Big 12 is going to be extremely chaotic for who's going to make the championship game.
I'm here for it.
Like right now, I think the leaders are Texas Tech, Cincinnati, Iowa State, I think are the only... Arizona State might be undefeated in conference. Like Kansas lost this weekend. Like it's going to be a crazy conference race in the Big 12, and I am here for it.
I am here for it,
dude. The Big 12. I don't care if I hope they get multiple teams in the playoffs, but the Big 12, for my money, is the most entertaining conference in football. Just because it's so chaotic.
You know what entertains me?
What entertains you, Luke?
Seeing James Franklin blow another big fucking game. Maddie, what I bet you got something to say about this.
I just wanted some money, so I was excited.
I told you not to get distracted, motherfucker. Come
on. This is what I was going to say about James Franklin. I talked about it with a buddy last night. I was like, has there been a game where they go in like where it's a 3-point spread, or they're the underdog where he has won? Have you ever seen a game where this guy, not talking about when he was at Vanderbilt, because he had some success there being like an underdog, but at Penn State, I can't think of a game that he has won where they were even or they were supposed to lose that he has won. I can't think of any.
2016 is the only one that comes to mind.
The Ohio State game?
Yeah, 2016
where
Ohio
they
State.
won off of a bad pass interference call, too. Like, it wasn't even a clean win.
And that's, I mean, like, you could argue, like, the Rose Bowl against USC, against, who they win in the, they won a Rose Bowl.
Against maybe USC. But Rose Bowl, I mean, those games are different because guys opt out, and if you're not playing for the national championship.
Yeah, if it's not like a playoff or a championship, it really.
But I can't think of a game. Can you guys think of a game where in the last few years he's played Oregon, he's played Ohio State, Michigan? When has he won a game that he's not supposed to? And this goes back to the Bills coach. It's like, okay, you don't want to fire him because it's like, how can we fire this guy? We're always a top team. But the goal is to win it all, and you got the roster, you're recruiting. This when is enough? Like when do you decide, like, hey, let's go a different direction?
Well, they're in such a tough spot. So I'm trying to see.
Like, I get how hard it is, because how do you fire a guy that wins 9 games every year and they're in the top 10?
The thing is, it's not even 9. He wins. James Franco's like 10-2 every year.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Penn State is not usually a 9-3. They're a 10-2 team. The issue with Penn State is, like, they're in that spot. We know the most about Penn State of any team. Like, they beat everyone that they're supposed to beat. And they will lose to the teams that compete for national championships. Like, they lose to the Ohio States of the world. They lose to the Michigans of the world. They lose to the Oregons of the world. But they beat just about every other team that they go up against.
Yeah, but their roster's so much better.
Yes, it's better than all those teams. It's comparable to, like, whatever.
Eventually, you got to win a game that you're not supposed to win. Eventually, you got to win that you're a 2-point favorite.
I don't understand how you fired James Franklin.
It's hard to. But again, one of the best firings in sports, when a very good coach got fired, Tony Dungy, with the Bucks. They hired John Gruden, and they win the Super Bowl the next year. And now Dungy won a Super Bowl, so he's a good coach, and he saved the Bucks organization. But you needed a guy to take you over the top. Like, you needed a different direction. And I don't know how much longer. Like, look, you're fine the way you want to do this. You want to be a top 10 team. That's great. But the goal is to win a national championship, I would think. I just don't know how to keep recruiting.
Oh, they put people in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like,
true, but
I mean, they've traditionally been a great football
yeah.
program, but they haven't won a chip in like 25 years or something. Like,
it's like 30.
I guess
it's
30
the 90s,
now,
right?
yeah, because it was the 90s, I think.
They just kind of like.
So here's what his records are. He's 2-21 against top 6 opponents.
That's terrible.
Teams ranked in the top 6. He in the top 25. He's 17-26 against top 25 opponents.
Right.
Now you got to factor in, like, he's 4-21 versus top 10. So everything out of the top 10, he probably has a winning record.
Yeah.
But, like, Penn State is, at this point, and for his entire tenure there, they are that benchmark team. If you're better than Penn State, you compete for a national championship. If you're not better than Penn State, you're not there. They're just like that level.
Yeah, I don't know. At some point you have to put your foot down and go, either you're winning, taking us all the way, or you're not. And we're gonna find someone who can. But I don't know. I mean, it is hard because you risk it. If you fire him, bring in someone new, and it doesn't work out,
You could be bad for a while.
it's bad. But like, I remember when, Michigan was going through this with Lloyd Carr. Like, he would win, 10 games a year.
Wins, yeah.
And then finally, luckily, he lost to App State, unfortunately. And they booted him. And then we sucked with Rich Rod. And then we had a couple of okay years with Rich Rod. And then it was terrible. But I actually would rather see that than trying to keep doing the same shit year in and year out and just, hoping you get lucky.
The issue is, so, like, yeah, if you don't break out, I guess if he ever has the bad loss, you could maybe then argue it.
Yeah.
But he does such a good job of just never having the bad loss.
Right. But all I'm seeing, though, is...
But do you see what I'm saying, even with the Buffalo Bills? Like,
recruiting classes that are not living up to their potential.
if the Bills don't win the Super Bowl this year, you can go, well, how do you fire the coach? They went 14-3. They lost to the Chiefs in the semifinals. Why would you fire him? But it's like you have the roster to get over the top. You have failed year after year with this amazing roster. Let's give it to somebody else and see what they can do with it. And I feel we're getting there with Penn State.
I don't know.
So Jim, you're not in fight. You would just keep this guy forever.
I would not keep. Well, maybe not forever. I would
the
first
end of
off
time.
Bring in Mike Gundy. No,
fuck no. With the new playoffs, I want to see him. Like, he'll have more opportunities to go up against like premier competition.
And he loses every time.
Matty, he made the semifinals.
They had an easy ride.
You can argue that with so many other teams.
Who's a better team, them or Notre Dame? Them.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
No, they lost.
Notre Dame is
still
still.
won that game.
How are they? What the fuck? They're not that different. They're right there.
They should have lost that game. I won that game. It's an even game, or they're a little better, and they found a way to lose because he just doesn't get the job done.
That's fair.
And then he was bitching about Notre Dame's schedule. It's like, you lost. You should have won that game. That was an easy game to win. It wasn't an easy game to win, but it was a winnable game, and you lost, and then you bitch about their schedule.
Also, if he got blown out, this would be a way easier conversation too. If he was getting like blown out in these games, it would be such an easier conversation. The fact that they always lose by like one score is brutal. Because like Drew Aller, this was like the perfect Drew Aller game where he looked like he looked like shit for most of the game, and then comes back in the fourth quarter and then throws the most back-breaking pick I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, the same shit goes for Sean McDermott, man. Like, the guy, they're gonna win. They're gonna lose 2 games this year. They'll probably lose to the Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl. And you're going to be like, well, how can you fire him? You're wasting, opportunities. And Penn State, with how they're recruiting, they're wasting opportunities.
You get rid of him, maybe you're not recruiting at that level. That's
fair enough, but you ain't winning anyway.
They're right there. The issue is they're right there.
But they're losing key games.
That's fair, but they're still right there.
That was.
But you don't want to be right there. You want to be right up there.
I understand, but like. It takes one game, and then they're like, he's a savior.
These are
it just takes one.
Games,
well, when's that happening?
That's a good question. That's the question. That's why it's such a turmoil spot for the Penn State fans.
Now they're already on like the bubble. Now they don't have any margin of error. Now if they lose another game, they might not make the playoffs.
Listen,
if they're 10-2, they're making the playoffs, Matty. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that right off the bat.
Who else do they got? They don't have Michigan this year. I know.
I think they play Indiana.
They do play.
That was
they got Ohio State and
game,
Indiana. They got Nebraska too. I could see you guys taking one from them.
Not at Penn State. Not with Nebraska's offensive and defensive lines.
Positive attitude.
Dude, Penn State will eat us alive. I'm hoping for 9-3 at this point.
I think
we got another firing this weekend too.
We did. And
Sam Pittman, baby.
What?
Sam
but
Pittman
now who's
out.
back?
Bobby fucking Petrino,
Yeah.
boys.
Is he
Petrine
coaching
Green.
Arkansas again?
Yes, he is. He's the interim head coach.
Do the students show up with
Jesus
neck braces at those games now?
I hope so. I hope so, dude. I hope they do. That sucks for Arkansas. That was a bad game. That was a neck crack game for Notre Dame. They blasted them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the guy that doesn't like me, as long as he's suffering, I'm happy.
That's right. Maddie's got a little voodoo doll of Wolf of Oaklawn.
56-13.
By the way, I hate to say it, Tyreek Hill is probably out for the season.
Good.
He got hurt pretty bad.
I don't care.
But it looks like the Dolphins will beat the shitty Jets.
What, he tear an ACL?
And he might have.
Just like neighbors.
Yeah.
ACL's dropping like flies.
Well, they're rough, man. That's not, you can't come back from those. It takes a long time.
Did either of you guys see Wake Forest get robbed against Georgia Tech on Saturday?
Yes.
A blatant missed offsides call. Like there's
a lot of bad calls.
He was so into the neutral zone. And then like the Wake Forest quarterback saw it, so he just thought it was a free play.
Oh man.
And yeah, it was brutal. They lost by 1 point.
Georgia Tech's like the lucky good field.
They're like the Indiana this year. They're like last year's Indiana this year. They got a feisty quarterback. They play with heart. Their schedule's not like the hardest, but it's not super, super easy.
And Indiana was in a tight game with Iowa, too.
The fact that they can win this game, though, I believe more.
Yeah.
Like, this is a classic top whatever team going into Kinnick. Expect them to lose. Mm-hmm. The Iowa environment's crazy. Pulling out the win. I understand Gronowski for Iowa. Like, sometime in the fourth quarter, he got banged up and taken out of the game. But, man, Indiana's defense, they're fiery. I'm fully on board that this Indiana team is better than last year. I think they're better than last year.
I mean, just what they've done so far is amazing because usually these types of schools will have a good year and then they got to reload. And the fact that they've been performing at this level for 2 years in a row.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
And they don't really obviously. So after the bye week, I'm kind of hyped to see Indiana at Oregon in 2 weeks.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Now, anytime Indiana plays somebody, it's like it's a must. Who knew that they would be such a must-watch game?
Indiana could very easily go 10-2 with losses only to Penn State and Oregon, and I would not be surprised.
And they can beat Penn State.
They could beat Penn State. Who knows about Oregon?
But that's the type of game that Penn State will fool you with. They'll beat Indiana by 20, and you're like, oh, they're for real.
Well, I don't know. Indiana's probably back in the top 10 now. Let me
take a look at the AP Top 25, which came out. I can't wait till we don't have to talk about the AP Top 25 anymore.
Right.
Indiana is number 8.
Yes.
Penn State dropped to number 7.
Did LSU, are they still in the top 10?
LSU was 13th.
They swapped with Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin wins a big one.
Ole Miss up to 4.
Yeah, they literally swapped spots with them.
That's
a little nuts, honestly.
I just think, at this point, I think LSU's not that good of a team.
No, they beat the team that Syracuse rocked.
The further we get away from this Clemson game, the more I just this is
think
bad
people are
for
getting
LSU.
tired of Brian Kelly. He's such a curmudgeon. He's obnoxious. He's nasty.
He killed a guy.
I'm gonna dress his player.
Allegedly. We'll say allegedly.
Looking like Brian Kelly's face after a bad call.
Oh, he gets so red.
He also he's mean to the people that interview him with the cookie cutter questions. It's just like,
yeah, and he killed a kid. He killed a kid.
Allegedly, we'll say allegedly.
He worked with the
kind of wearing out his welcome, and he just wants to play for.
But he's kind of like a James Franklin too. Like he's gonna win you ball games, but he hasn't won the chips.
The issue is I definitely think LSU's way less patient than Penn State is.
Oh yeah, no. If he loses 3-4 games this year, I bet he's done.
Well, I mean, you take LSU, to be fair, to their credit, the last 3 coaches they've had have all won national championships. Within, like, I think they all won natties within 3 years of coaching.
Sure. Yeah.
Give credit to Ole Miss, though, because they got a quarterback that nobody saw was on anybody's radar. And
Fordham, baby. Or Furman. I think it's Furman.
This Chambliss has been balling out.
Yeah,
he's been terrific.
He's from Ferris State.
Ferris State. Thank you, Luke. Thank you.
My mother's alma mater, Jim. He's from West Michigan, like me. A lot of people get us confused.
Trinidad fucking Chambliss, dude.
Yep, that's what my dad was going to call me originally. Trinidad. Rosencrantz.
He's playing hard, man.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Wonder who they got coming up.
One more garbage touchdown.
I'm like rooting for Lane Kiffin now. I don't know what happened.
I know, right? He's like fun. He's a really good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about how his daughter is dating the star of LSU. That kind of came out after our podcast, but pretty wild.
Ooh. They got a fun little late October. They got a fun back-to-back at Georgia, at Oklahoma.
Ooh, that's good.
That'll be fun. I'm excited for that.
That's hot. No, that's it's weird. I remember hating Lane Kiffin forever, and I'm sure I'll hate him again, but now I'm kind of rooting for him.
I've been rooting for him ever since the FAU days. Like, he was super fun at Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
It's the American way. We love you, then we hate you, but if you come back and you get past the hate, we'll love you.
We love a redemption story.
Yeah. We can be hated again, though. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Definitely. Wait till that ego creeps back up.
Wait till he takes that Florida job.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that? Is that the rooms?
No, I don't even think he probably. Like, I don't know how much.
Stay at Ole Miss. I think he's happy there.
He gets the SEC money at Ole Miss. It's hard. There's only a few. Like, I could see potentially if, like, the bottom falls out at Alabama. I could see it.
I don't think they got a big win again. So I don't think that's going to
I don't think it will. But I'm saying, like, that's about one of the few things I could see.
And we have to see how he finishes out the season. I think they really, for him to jump jobs, he's pretty much got to make the playoffs this year, which is not going to be easy. So
no. But I believe in this.
If he doesn't win the other big game, because I think LSU is going to drop games, so this game might not be as appealing as it looks now. So.
No, but Georgia will be fine. Like, Georgia will be a top 15 team no matter what.
Yes.
And Oklahoma, I think I'm still in Oklahoma. They're at least going to be like a top 20 team. Even if, like, Oklahoma isn't as good as we feel like they are now. I still feel like Oklahoma's a pretty darn good team.
I think they can hang with anybody. It's just a matter of whether they can fully win.
It also depends how long Mateer's out.
I thought he was back. He's not back yet?
No, dude, his thumb.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's not. He has the bye week this week where he's not playing.
Yeah.
He's got Kent State, and then they're hoping maybe he's back for Texas.
Oh, man. That would suck.
I know, right? I don't think he'll be back in time for Texas, though. I think it might not be until Ole Miss that he's actually back.
He got to pass. He's just got to.
It's going to be fun to finally see Archie Manning versus a real defense.
Yeah, but I think there's a stat out there that Texas has played more. Like, last year and this year, Texas has played more backup quarterbacks than almost any other team in the country.
That's not fair.
If you go back to last year, I think last year, if I take a quick look, I'm pretty sure they played backup quarterbacks. Well, Michigan, who knew last year? What was going on with the quarterback situation?
It was like a 4-man rotation.
They played backup quarterbacks for UTSA, Mississippi State. I'm pretty sure Oklahoma had a backup. Georgia's quarterback in the championship game, they had a backup.
Yeah.
Florida was, I think that was not DJ Lagway yet. Arkansas, Taylor Green was hurt. Like, they played so many backups last year.
Yeah, I think Arch is going to get rocked by that defense, though.
I think so, too.
He's going to get exposed even more. You'll see.
All that means is that he's going to be back next year. Either with Texas or transferring to another school to make a little more cash. But
also, shout out Iowa State for like a dominating win, which is something you wanted to see out of them. They hadn't had that yet this season. They blew it up against Arizona. So Iowa State's just quiet. They're quietly, I think they're 5-0. Like, quietly 5-0. Sneaky.
When is Campbell going to take another job?
I don't think he will, dude. He's had opportunities. I feel like he's had more opportunities than almost any other coach in football. Like remember like the mid 2010s, it was like every job that would come out.
Yeah.
Campbell was like right there.
He likes it in Iowa State.
I think so.
You know what, man? If somebody's really like that, then more power to them. Because you see a lot of these people take other jobs and then they crash out, and then they got to start all over again, and you know it sucks.
Well, and the thing with like the Iowa State and the Big 12 right now, they're in a position where they can consistently compete for like conference championships.
Right, that's true. Then you could just make the playoffs.
They have a path. They have a legit path to the playoffs.
I guess it's just more about him just getting a payday. You know,
I could see him leaving for a job like because he's from like Campbell's. They're all from like Ohio, right?
Oh,
like,
I think every coach in the country is from Ohio.
It feels that way, but I'm pretty sure he was like a Mac guy. Like where's he? Where's this fucker from? He's only 45.
Wow.
So he coached. He was a Toledo guy. He coached at like Bowling Green in Toledo. And then Iowa State. He's been. Next year's the 10-year mark for Iowa State.
Really?
Yeah, at Matt Campbell at Iowa State.
Doing a great job.
It's fun. I do hope he stays, but also, you know, more power to, you know, I love that. I love just not freaking selling out and going, hey, I'm cool here, you know?
He makes $4 million a year.
Right.
Like, I just feel like an Iowa State is in a prime position where they have shown, obviously they made the championship game last year. They got blown out, but they still made it. They can consistently do that. They will consistently be vying for a top spot in the Big 12.
Yeah. No, I have no doubt. He's one of the best coaches in the country as far as I'm concerned.
If Matt Campbell leaves for like, theoretically, let's just say like a Michigan State, you're battling for a wild card play. Like you're not competing consistently with Oregon, Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan.
Well, I think if he's going to go, I wouldn't go to a Michigan State. I would go to the top, you know, go to like USC.
Go to if an Ohio State, a USC.
Yeah, some place where like you're the top. Don't be on the lower rung of a Big Ten or an SEC. Go right to the top if you're going to go, you know.
I don't know if he's a West Coast guy. I don't see it.
Probably not. Illinois rebounded after that drubbing against Indiana. They beat up USC, won by a couple points.
Love seeing that out of Illinois. Love seeing that they like stayed true and didn't like collapse under getting dominated last week.
Yeah, especially for young men. So.
Let's pump the brakes on USC. I was getting too hype on USC. I'll admit it.
The thing with SC and any Lincoln Riley team is like there's just never really great defense.
Fair. I guess they hadn't played anybody, but their defense was
he
looking
was just
better.
in the Big 12 where it was all offense forever, and now he comes to the Big 10, and it's not so easy for him, especially now that he doesn't have like Caleb Williams to bail him out.
I'm gonna be heads up for draft time. Spoiler, there's another USC wide receiver that I'm going to be in love with in the NFL. Something about USC wide receivers in the NFL, I love them.
What, Lemon?
Love him. Yeah, Lemon's going to be a stud.
Yep. What's the best wide receiver school? Ohio State, LSU, or USC?
LSU probably.
It's getting close.
I don't what Ohio State?
Well, but I would say for volume.
Yeah, I guess volume.
I think, you know, LSU's had, you know, the
highs.
The highest guys in, you know, Marvin Harrison hasn't even really got started yet. I don't know what's going on with him.
You could maybe even make the argument for USC a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just like, I don't know if they probably don't have the volume of the other schools, but just when I see USC wide receivers in the NFL, I fall in love. Like I've been an Amon-Ra guy since like forever, since USC, and like I could just find a guy at USC, like Drake London, another one. Love them.
Yeah,
they're studs.
Yeah,
but then
this guy's going to be a stud.
Neva, Abuka, Marvin Harrison's been okay. Garrett Wilson just had one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Scary Terry.
Brian Thomas has been a little off. LSU guy. Neighbors is hurt, so there's that. But it's all pretty close.
Yeah. No, I would say, yeah. And then they got that other guy, Smith, this year that is just amazing as well.
Another year. He's there one more year too.
Yeah, don't remind me. But
Also, they just took it to Washington, and Washington didn't do themselves any favors
No.
there. They kind of shot themselves in the foot that game. I still think Washington's a pretty decent team.
that wasn't like a big blowout though. I mean, I know.
No, I do think Ohio State offensively is not chugging on all cylinders. I think I think Ohio State's defense is still legit. Is still one of the top 3 defenses in the country.
Sure.
But I worry. I don't fully buy into the offense right now.
No, it doesn't seem to be clicking. But Ryan Day is quite a good offensive coach, so I'm sure they'll get that resolved at some point. But
yeah, I'm sure by the time actual meaningful games come around, they'll have it, and then they'll develop. So what they'll do? Here's the Ohio State season. They'll get their offensive identity somewhere around the Illinois-Wisconsin game, and then they'll be blowing teams out. They'll have a very close win against Penn State, and then they'll completely abandon their offensive identity against Michigan and lose again. They'll try and play Michigan's game because Michigan has a legit offensive and defensive front and can really run the ball. And Ohio State's going to be like, oh, yeah? You guys can do tough ball? We can do tough ball.
We're tough guys, too.
Meanwhile, we won't use the best player on the field, probably the best wide receiver in all of the country. We're not even going to throw him the fucking ball. We're just going to try to run it down your throat.
Right down your throat, boys.
Big, strong men, and then Michigan will win.
Oh, man.
I'm excited. October 11th, Michigan, USC. Come on!
So I'm helping some buddies shoot a movie in the desert on that day.
Oh.
And what's funny is half of them are USC guys, half of them are from Michigan. We have it written into the schedule, but we're going to watch the game.
As you should.
It's just a matter of whether we set up a projector in the desert or cut over to a bar.
What time does the game start? 3:30 or 12 or
7:30 Eastern, so that'd be 4:30.
Okay, so we're cutting. That sucks too because I think the goal was to shoot during twilight hours too.
That's brutal for you guys.
Yes, we'll figure it out. A game should be over by sundown, anyways. Michigan up top.
No, just do it at sunrise. It's the same effect.
Well, we'll do that already in the morning. We might have enough already, though, too. We're shooting Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning.
This is a fun little stretch for Michigan. The USC, Washington, and Michigan State back to back to back. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be those will be very interesting games. It's nice to get Washington at home.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Definitely want to see how Michigan's looking coming out of the bye week. They've been improving every week, except the receivers just need to click.
You get Wisconsin, which is pretty nice.
Yes. This is a year I'm looking forward to Wisconsin. Usually they're a tough ass team, but we'll see.
They gotta fire Fickle, dude. They gotta fire Fickle.
What year was this? 3 or 4? We discussed this the other week.
This is year 4, I think.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked.
I'm trying to. Let me see, because how long has Fickle been there? He's been there since 2022. He is currently. You want to know his record at Wisconsin?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. He is 13-13.
Oh my god!
Wow, that's terrible for Wisconsin.
Yeah, not good. Paul Christ, who they let go previously, 93-67.
Right. Well, he had some really good years early on too.
Sorry, 67-26.
Yeah.
Obviously Gary Anderson was bad. Brett was the guy. Gary Anderson still had a couple good years. He had a couple.
Really?
Like the early on, the Gary Anderson, cause like 2013, 2014,
I don't think they let him go. I think he just left to go.
Yeah, he left to Utah State. That's right.
Yeah, he's a head case though.
He's a weird
Oh,
guy.
wait, is that the same guy? Or I thought it was the guy that went to Oregon State. It's a different Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, same guy. Because then he went to Utah, and then he went to Utah State. Right now, he's an analyst for BYU.
Yeah, he's kind of a head case.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah,
that's right. But man, this Wisconsin they're bad. They're legit bottom tier in the Big Ten.
Yeah. All right.
Does Luke Fickell get fired or no?
His buyout's like super crazy, and I don't know. I've never known who knows with Wisconsin. I feel like you need. It's not just about firing a guy, because you got to have something in mind. You have to have show that you're going to have a system to get NIL and people supporting and money coming in. Otherwise, if you do fire a guy, it won't matter because you're not going to get anyone good hired.
Yeah. So if this is his fourth year, though, I don't know how long the contract was. So
I don't know either. Who knows with that?
That's Wisconsin's problem to figure out. You guys want to talk some NFL?
Sure.
All right. A lot of good games, a lot of tight games. How are you guys feeling about Seattle?
They're very good. I think my excitement of the week, though, there was a lot of exciting games. But
sorry, man, before we get into specific games, do you guys feel like there are more blocked kicks this season than usual?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, last week just skewed it all.
Last week, but the Eagles are doing it consistently throughout the season.
They're figuring out new schemes to get through for sure. It's like they almost discovered. I remember when the Wildcat was invented about 18 years ago. It was like, oh my God, this Wildcat is wild. It works, and then it works for a while, and then it doesn't work. And I think they're figuring out ways to get to the kicker until they figure out how to stop it. And then I think that's what's going on. But it's pretty wild how many block kicks are this season for sure.
So we had quite a few blowouts this week.
Yeah, a lot of close games, though.
The Ravens are in a bad spot right now.
Yes.
They're bad spot. They lost that
really
crazy game to the Bills to open the season. Then they've gotten blown out in 2 consecutive weeks between the Lions and the Chiefs. As Chiefs hadn't even been looking that good this year. So Ravens might be in trouble.
I'm pretty sure they're still minus 200 to win their division.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because if Lamar Jackson's hurt for a month, any game that's close, he figures out ways to win. They're not going to win those games. Their defense has been really bad. They're not a good team right now. And if Lamar's hurt, it can be one of those years where it's just okay, it's a bad year. We'll bring it back next year, see what happens. But they're definitely off. And they weren't even close. They hyped this game up with Kansas City as the game of the year. And it was a dud. I was focused more on the Raiders, Bears for sure.
The crazy thing with KC is I feel like they're only going to get healthier and get more guys
they're
back.
Scary. Watch him yesterday. I'm they got all their weapons back.
Do they have Rice back?
Not yet, but Xavier Worthy is the key. And when he comes, when he's playing, they're a whole different team. He's so good. And he opens so much stuff up. And they look like a much different team with Xavier Worthy.
They still can't run the ball, though.
No.
So I can't buy into a team for the Super Bowl if they can't run the ball.
I'm with you.
No, but they can find something. Hold on, I got to pee real fast.
And obviously, I'll trust Patrick Mahomes. They'll knowing everyone kind of wrote them off and whatever early on. Somehow they'll find their way. They'll stumble their way into the AFC Championship game. They just will.
That's possible.
I can't.
I won't rule them out until I've been proven otherwise.
I cannot trust a team to win a Super Bowl if you cannot run the ball.
Now, the Chargers lost a close one.
Yeah, Are dude the Panthers? Sorry, not the
Giants.
yeah, the Giants. The defense is so good. It's so hot. And Jackson Dart's a dude. It sucks. Like, how much does it suck to be a Giants fan where you're just like, oh, thank God we got Jackson Dart. He's looking good. Scatabo's awesome. And then Neighbors goes and tears his ACL.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
got to
play of
suck,
the
especially
Giants.
when you might not be sure what you want to do with your head coach either.
I got to talk about a couple things though. Russell Wilson, I got to talk about. Hold on one second.
Well, if we're still on the Giants, did you guys know that since 2020, fun stat, not fun stat, at MetLife, since 2020, at least 15 players have suffered ACL or Achilles injuries.
Oh yeah, that's been the talk for a while. Like, why don't I mean, you know, it's like just get some natural grass. I know it's an outdoor stadium, you got brutal winters, but
I
fucking
the
make
reason
the investment.
the reason I've always heard is because of they is concerts.
Probably.
They want to have
Damn,
the turf to make
Swift.
it easier to like host
It's
concerts.
Taylor Swift's
That's
fault.
fine in the summer, I guess, or when you're going to have concerts. You're not going to have concerts in October there. Like
We got to talk about Russell Wilson.
They've literally had 15. Yeah, it's Nick Bosa. Jesus Christ, this is such a bad list. What about Russell Wilson, Maddie?
So I watched the game yesterday, and he's the strangest character ever because how would I put this? It's like he's at the party that nobody wants him at. And he's wearing his helmet, like you see him on the sideline where he's pacing, like I know he's telling himself, like, I'm the best guy out here. I deserve to be out here. The Giants are making a mistake. And so Jackson Dart got hurt. You see him warming up, and he's like, let me get warmed up. I'm gonna come in here and do all this stuff. And like you just feel the energy of the stadium. He doesn't understand he's an energy killer. And he comes in, he gets in one play, he gets sacked, but he still like has this energy. Like, do you not understand? As soon as you left the game, or as soon as you got benched, the Giants had a spark. Are you not aware of that? Like, you're the problem. Like, he's just an odd guy. And it's like when this happened before with the Giants, Kurt Warner was the quarterback. They were 4-4 when they drafted Eli Manning. And he told the Giants, hey, the best thing for this franchise is to bench me, and you got to get the kid going. Russell Wilson, this is why everybody hates him. He has no feeling like that. You can just feel that it's all about him.
He's the ultimate vibe. He's the ultimate vibe killer.
He's a vibe killer, and it's like there's always a guy that shows up to the party that like, oh, this guy just showed up, and he's like a Debbie Downer. That's Russell Wilson now. You've had a great career. You're a Debbie Downer acting like you're the guy. It's so bizarre. So that's what I noticed. And I want to say my highlight of the weekend, which people aren't talking about, which nobody really talks about Jacksonville. They're kind of like they're in the NFL because they're in the NFL, but they have really no identity. But what Liam Cohen did this weekend was it gave me a stiffy. I don't know if you saw what he did after the game.
Yeah, you love Cohen.
I love him.
You know he's not Jewish though, Maddie, right? You know that?
He's not Jewish, but I still fucking love him.
Cohen, often a Jewish name.
He could be Jewish. Irish. He could be Jewish adjacent.
But this is what he did. So this Robert Saleh failed at the Jets. The whole week is like, hey, they steal signs. Now he says legally, but anytime you hear sign stealing, you think Connor Stallions, you think the Patriots, you start to think cheater, and he's saying it all week, and Liam Cohen didn't like it, and after the game, he had a meltdown. Did you see the meltdown he had?
I didn't really find good video of it. What did he do? What happened?
He just started yelling, keep your fucking name out of my mouth.
Is that what he said? Okay.
Yeah, about 20 times. And it was like, okay, the Jacksonville has identity. They got a guy fighting. Like, he didn't fucking like that. He was gonna let the guy. Usually they do it behind the scenes. Coaches, they usually all know each other. You know, they probably a lot of times they coach with each
Sure.
other. But he let the guy have it, and it was pretty cool. And it was like, okay, this team, they went across the country. They won a tough road game against a
Yeah.
tough team. And then he told the guy to shut the fuck up. I
I like
liked
that
it.
too. I like that too, especially because I feel like Robert Salah would kill him in a fight.
But it's
Yes.
like, why are you accusing somebody of doing something when it's legal? Like, if maybe they can decode signs because he's very smart. So why are you bring like it was
Wait,
just odd the
what's the
way Salah
backstory of
brought it
this?
up.
Like this, so Robert Salah's been accusing him of doing this all season, or
He said this week because they're playing each other. He
yeah,
goes, they have a very very sophisticated legal sign stealing system, and he kept saying it over and over.
okay,
And it became like, oh, is Liam Cohen stealing signs? Or the Jags stealing signs? So, like, when anytime you say that, you're kind of accusing somebody,
right,
in my opinion. And he didn't like it, and he flipped out on Robert Sala after
So
the
yeah,
game.
Salah said Thursday, many coaches who worked under Sean McVay on the Rams or Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota are skilled at stealing signs. Cohen spent 4 seasons on McVay's staff in Los Angeles. So
ah,
they've got legally a really advanced signal stealing type system where they always find a way to put themselves in an advantageous situation. They do a great job with it. So we've got to be great with our signals and we've got to be great with our communication to combat some of the tells that we might give on the field. They're almost elite in that regard.
I don't think
okay.
that's
So
even
Cohen
that
was
bad.
one who
I
said,
don't even think it's that bad of a comment. Like,
You know, well, Kyle Shanahan even said that. He goes, we gave the guy a compliment. I don't know why he flipped out. That's what Kyle Shanahan said. But I think the way it was done was kind of like you're cheating. And
right,
he never said it. He's played Sean McVay many a times. They're in the same division for years before he was coach of the Jets. So he could have said something there. He didn't. He's never said anything. So I think he was picking on Liam Cohen a little, and Liam Cohen didn't want anything, you know,
yeah,
to do with it. But I just liked it. They showed some fight. You never see that with Jacksonville. You know, they're kind of like a forgotten team in the NFL, and everybody said this guy because he said Duval funny. They were all like, he's going to suck. They've been very good.
yeah.
They should be 4-0.
Color me impressed.
But
I mean,
that was
like,
something interesting.
the Niners are like super beat up, aren't they?
Yeah,
Again?
they
They're
have a lot
always
of
beat
injuries.
up.
But still, a road victory is a road victory.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's a good win.
I'm not gonna take that's a good win.
I
I'm not
thought
saying
the
anything
Rams
different than that.
Colts was a great game that not many people are talking about. I love watching the Raiders Bears. They were a very evenly matched game.
If
And it was funny that I had the Chiefs Ravens game, but I was focusing on the Leafs because it was such a blowout.
if you're the Colts, are you just kicking yourself in the dick for throwing like they should have won that game easily.
Yeah, they're 3-1, so I think they'll be okay. But um, yeah, I mean they could have lost the Bronco game. So if you just like, hey, we won one, we should have lost. We lost one, we should have won. We're 3-1.
Do
Nobody
you
expected us to be here. They look very good. I think the Rams, like, look, the Eagles are the best team in football, and the Rams should have beat them. Should have beat them this year. And the Colts played the Rams on the road, like, and I'll tell you, this was the first time I noticed watching the Rams that they had a home field advantage. Like, usually you watch a game, you're like, oh my God, this is so sad. Everybody's for the other team here. The Rams energy, the fans were great. I've never seen it that good.
do you if you're a coach, are you ripping into a Donna Mitchell for the
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
he took 2 touchdowns off the board.
Probably.
Like
It's just called a bad day.
You know, you never
he
know.
fumbled the one through the end zone, but at least they get that right back and kick a field goal. But then he gets called on the holding penalty on Jonathan Taylor's like crazy run.
Yeah.
Like he takes 2 touchdowns. I feel like that. I don't know, man.
I mean, here's the thing. It depends how talented you think he is. There was a guy, I don't know if you remember him, Jimbo. His name was Leon Lett. So he was the guy that fumbled the ball for the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And then during a Thanksgiving game, the Cowboys blocked a field goal that would have won the game. He tried to pick it up, and I don't know if you ever remember that game. It was before you were
Miami,
born.
I think they were playing.
And everybody's like, oh, my God, Leon Lett's going to get cut. I mean, there's a guy, Jimmy Johnson. He's cut guys for asthma, and he didn't cut him. He coddled him. So certain guys you treat differently, than certain, coaches kind of go, well, do I need this guy? I coddle him. If I don't need him, I cut him to send a message. So if you need him, you keep him.
Well,
but
it's also
it was
like,
a hell
dude,
of a,
like, look.
I got
Sometimes
lost in
people
football.
just have shit days.
This weekend was great. I got up at 6 a.m. to watch the Steelers and Vikings. That was a lot of fun. I had a really good gambling week, and we're still a quarter away from the weekend ending. I mean, we're still. I don't think the Bengals are going to come back. The Broncos are winning a kind of boring game right now, but and the Jets lost, but they did cover the over, and I got a bunch of touchdown wins, so that's good.
There you go, Matty.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Tariq Hill's in a lot of. I don't know when he'll be back.
I do not care. I'm so checked out. The Dolphin season is just it'll come and go for me this season. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're not with the Dolphins right now.
You're liberated, Jim. You can watch whatever game. You can not watch a game. You can just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of
Enjoy
nice.
your Sundays. You got a lady
It's been
now.
very nice.
Yeah, enjoy your Sundays. But the action's been amazing. I mean, there were some great games, and
the Dublin game.
The Dublin game was good. I'm trying to.
What time does that one start for you guys?
6:30.
Oh my God!
I actually watched a lot of that one too.
I fell asleep at 1:30 in the morning, and I woke up at 5:30, and I watched football till like 9 o'clock at night because the Packers game was so good. I watched 13 hours of football, and I could have watched a couple more. I mean, there were some fun games, a lot of close games.
Did you see the news about international games, Matty?
It just seems like there's going to be more and more. It's like, why not just have a whole season internationally now?
Literally, Roger Goodell wants 16 international games with every team playing one per year.
I'm not surprised. I mean, look at the Vikings. I've never heard of them playing back.
Well, they do need to, increase their world presence. NBA has them be like almost.
I guess that's the only way you can really grow at this point, because you had to figure they have to be maxed out in the United States.
Bent over all of our American fans. Now we need to.
I mean, we're gonna have a Super Bowl probably in England. I would say in the next 10 years.
I could see it.
I wouldn't say super. No, the problem
probably not a Super Bowl
is
I have
time.
I have no problem with Bad Bunny being the Super Bowl halftime. I'm not really.
Bad Bunny.
I don't know much about his music.
You mean WWE superstar Bad Bunny?
I don't know. I've never heard.
He's done like a shitload of wrestling stuff. He's actually he's actually pretty good. He's fun. He's fun to watch. He
was funny in that Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah. When he gets in the ring, like he's been in a couple like King of the Rings and stuff like that. He's fun.
I have a buddy who auditions. Did I tell you this, Luke, about Jason?
Oh, yes. This is great.
Yeah, I have a buddy who's like, I don't want to say he's a good or a bad actor, but he told me he was auditioning for Happy Gilmore 2. And he then texted me when the movie comes out. He's like, I lost the part to Bad Bunny. And I'm just thinking, like, you have 400 Instagram followers. Bad Bunny has like 50 million or something. That was pretty funny.
Jason was
you have to know the guy.
I think it should have been Jason.
You got to know the guy.
Yeah, it makes it very funny. Okay, we have some other news that our Saturdays might feel very different because Paul Feinbaum is thinking of making a run for Senate.
For what, a Democrat or Republican?
What do you think?
Matt, it would be in Alabama, so it's 100% Republican.
Really?
I mean, you'd be running in Alabama. You can't win.
he wants to take Tommy Tuberville's, former Auburn coach Tommy Tuberville's spot
Well,
in
he's
the
a
Senate.
hated
Well,
guy.
it's not just going to be. It wouldn't just be Feinbaum because it'd be. I'm pretty sure Pearl's be getting in that too.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people were mad with Jason Wilbon or Michael Wilbon because he said that he was very divisive. Bruce
Well,
Pearl.
I looked into that a little bit. He's not wrong for
He's definitely not wrong.
a public figure.
Bruce Pearl, when he got shirtless, he made it for me, man.
Like he's a character for sure, but yeah, I wasn't as familiar with some of his views on things, and I'm like,
Well, Paul Feinbaum is a guy that he's a very hated guy. Like everybody likes to be like, you got it wrong, you don't know shit, blah blah
yeah.
blah.
But
He's
he's such an
always
ass about it too. That's the
yeah.
best part.
Well, that's probably why his popularity. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like I don't know how good the Barstool guys are doing with the ratings, but when I watch Fox, they're always like big press in the fucking Michigan, and I'm like, do people even really care that much? I don't even know, but
Probably not
Yeah.
people that watch TV at the very least.
yeah. There's like internet famous and then there's TV famous. And I think there is a difference.
And you could be like mad, like I don't think you're denigrating anyone by saying that because like there's internet famous people that have tens of millions of fans.
Well, I'll
And
say,
that's why I watch when that YouTube football game, when they had like 7 different choices of to watch it with internet celebrities. I didn't know one of those people, but I would imagine like my nephew who's 8 was like, that's blah blah blah. And I'm like, who? But people love them and they have millions and millions of fans. I don't know who they are.
well, I remember about 8 years ago, and when I knew things were really changing, when I was at work and it was a little mom and pop shop, and this girl came in that worked there, and her son had been at this mall because he heard Jake Paul was there, and I didn't know anything about these guys at this point. And I'm just like, he's like, yeah, there was a line around the block, or like, I'm like, who, what? And I'm like, okay, now I'm old. Now, I would say internet is the same now. It's just media,
It's
you
just yeah,
know.
it's just different.
Yeah, it's just presented on a different screen. It's just a matter of how popular you are, essentially, on the internet. Like you guys, we run the show. Women mail us panties. It's hard to walk down the
What?
street sometimes,
I
but it's
wasn't paying attention. Then I heard the word
I had
panty.
someone send me their blood one time. It was sick.
yeah, we
Yeah.
get that, but like we're not we're like very niche still, though.
Well,
We're
it's
very
like
niche,
it's
but
that, and it's just everything's way more segregated in like pockets because
yeah.
like you'll
Well,
have
that's
sports people that are like super super big internet, and then you'll have like a fashion person that dwarfs like a makeup YouTuber that's got 100 million followers. That you're just
oh
like, what
yeah.
the? I've never heard of this person.
Well, that's one thing I think that's also killed SNL is that since eyeballs have been such segregated, because when SNL was in its prime, there were like 5 channels,
You know what
so
I can say
everybody
about
watched the same shit. So if you
what
parodied
I can
something, we
yeah.
all knew what you were talking about.
Like I love the Dabbleverse. The Dabbleverse is my thing. So there's a new character named Karmic X, and he's like the big like character in it where everything he does, everybody's talking about. Like there's about 8,000 people who probably know who Karmic X is in this world, and uh, the rest of the world probably wouldn't give a shit if they saw him in Walmart or whatever. The point is like the YouTube and the internet world is so like now whatever you like, you can find your little niche, and you don't have to watch, you know, late night television. You don't have to watch whatever is on Netflix. Even there's so many varieties of what you want to do. Like I don't watch any TV shows. I only watch the Dabbleverse, and that's like these internet stars. Same
And The
thing, man.
Bachelor.
Yeah, The Bachelor. Even though I have it on, I don't really pay attention because it's been so bad lately. I wish it got better.
You never know. You never know. All right, we have speaking of the Paul brothers, so
Yeah.
Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, and I didn't realize this. I knew Davis's name, but I didn't realize like he's usually fights at like 130. So if you look at their,
He's so much smaller.
this is insane because I thought Jake Paul was really trying to go the legit
I'm
route.
not gonna comment on this story because not that I dislike the Pauls, but I don't think they're worthy of covering, and I just
Well, I
don't
thought
care.
this was interesting just because Jake Paul had started to fight like real
He is
people.
a legit, like, he's a good boxer.
Right. But there's another level where if you want to actually be a
I mean, people
contender.
were so mad after the Tyson thing. Like, why get fooled again? If you
Well,
care about it,
no, Maddie. The thing though is that then he fought like Cesar Chavez's son,
did he
who
win?
had held titles before. I mean, he's past his prime, but he beat him up. Um, and so then you're thinking, okay, he's going to go like the legit route. He probably sold that fight based on Chavez's name, but this thing is like a total step in the wrong direction. And then he posts a photo of them from their face off, and then he'd use some AI to make it look like they were tongue kissing.
It's hot.
Yeah,
They should
No
do.
surprisingly
comment.
arousing.
They should just do like kiss
I
boxing.
mean,
That's
I'd
what they
rather
should do.
talk baseball, to be honest. That's a
Maddie,
real
this is
sport.
important. We're talking about grown men
You want
kissing.
to talk about the Mets, Maddie, and how fucking awful they are?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad collapse. I mean, I've never seen anything. I've seen like a September collapse, but this was like a 3 to 4 month collapse. This was one of these long ass, like dying sick for months and months and months. Like Detroit lost their division in the last month because Cleveland just went so hot and Detroit went so cold for a month. The Mets, I think they had 3 7 game losing streaks.
They had the best record in baseball for a while, right?
Yeah, and they spent the most money. They're not even going to fire their manager. I don't know how he can keep his job with all those players. And you have 3 extra playoff spots. The Reds aren't very good. I mean, the Reds are,
Do you
they got Frank as a good manager, but they
do you
kind
want
of
a
backed their way in too. Yeah,
do you want a funny Mets stat?
sure.
So, what do you think their record is when trailing after the eighth inning this
Uh,
season?
70, or oh,
That is
70.
correct, Maddie. They are 0-70
How did I
trailing
get it?
after the
What is the
eighth
number?
inning.
That's pretty impressive.
They are 0-70 when trailing after the eighth inning.
Jesus.
That seems pretty difficult to do.
That's
Way to
very
rally,
difficult
boys.
considering every team averages about 8 or 9 walk-off wins a year. So that's insane.
Maddie, you're the only one who really watch. Well, I watch baseball. I kind of follow it, but then I don't really
mean,
watch
This
it in
the
the
Tigers
this is
are gonna
playoffs.
about when
play.
I begin to put baseball on my
Yeah.
TV.
Well,
It's
Tigers are
about
going
when
to
I
playoffs
play.
start
We
tomorrow.
got 4 games tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers, Reds, Tigers, Indians, or Guardians. My bad.
Tigers,
So,
Guardians, and Yankees, Red Sox will be awesome.
I know. I can't wait. So it'll be a
Maddie,
lot of
is this
fun.
first series 5 games still,
No,
or
there's 3.
just 3?
And then
Okay.
next series is 5. Believe it or not, the Dodgers did not get a bye. The top 2
Yeah.
teams get a bye. So the Brewers and the Phillies had a better record. I wonder how the Brewers will do because they had a great season. But they shit the bed last year in the playoffs. But I think they'll make a nice run this year.
Well, they were the
Uh,
hottest team in the league after the All
I'll be
Star.
rooting hard for my Red Sox, although I feel like it's going to be a tough series. The Yankees can hit.
But the Red
Red
Sox
Sox,
came on though, right?
they're
Like
missing their
they're
best. They brought up this 21-year-old kid who's supposed to be amazing.
uh-huh.
And when they brought him up, they won like 30 out of 40 games. But he got hurt. So they haven't really been the same since.
Mm.
So we'll see what happens.
All right.
But I'm excited. There's more stuff to bet on. This is some people
I
like
think
the spring. This is my favorite time of the year.
This is the best
You got
time of year.
baseball playoffs. You got football. You got October football. You got
I think in 2 weeks,
hockey,
Conference
basketball.
USA and some other conferences in college ball are starting their Wednesday games.
More gambling.
Gamble.
Although I kind of like the 2 days off. Like you almost need like the Tuesday and Wednesday are like the
Manny, you don't
weekend.
have to watch. You just throw your money down and go on your hot dates.
Oh, I have to watch. Trust me.
Skylar Thompson was robbed in Dublin.
I heard about this. This is a crazy story.
NFL players are not safe when they travel overseas.
Well,
Actually,
if
I think it's just
you're-
I think K-State people just invite violence.
If you're a criminal out there though, and you're in Ireland, and you're like, hey, these rich guys are coming in, and they probably think like Ireland's a safe place. Like,
Right.
let's fuck these motherfuckers
Oh, it's
up.
just, I'd say, shut the fuck up, leprechaun. Back off.
But that's a pretty wild story. I mean, he got jumped too.
So, you want to hear another wild story?
Yeah.
A while ago, there's a stylist whose name is Chris Blake Griffith. And he was,
Oh my God, I heard about this one.
yeah. So he'd been beaten up by Stefan Diggs's brother like late last year. And he's now accusing Stefan basically of orchestrating that beating because Stefan tried to drug him and have sex with him.
Stefan Diggs on the Patriots.
Correct.
Yes, that's Stefan Diggs, not to be confused.
Run me
with
this
the,
story again.
So he's a stylist, right? And I think he's actually straight.
Yeah.
And he said that Stefan Diggs drugged him and tried to have sex with him.
Said he was going to drug him. I think.
Oh, okay. But either way, he was
Yeah.
making advances at him. The guy
Yes.
rejected him. And now he's saying that that's why he was beaten by Stefan Diggs' brother late last year.
The guy who plays on the Cowboys or another brother?
No, it's a other brother.
I mean, these are all speculation. I can't really get.
I
this.
believe all stylists.
You know, like I don't know.
No, I'm just saying it's a wild story.
A very wild story.
Wild story. And it's like because Stefan Diggs is involved makes it even wilder, because you're like, oh yeah, I could totally see that.
I could believe it.
Yeah. And there's also speculation about Bill Belichick possibly have been hired illegally.
Hired illegally?
It's kind of a weird story. It's hard to sort of pinpoint exactly what the guy's saying, but basically there's a lawsuit that says that this hiring was done behind closed doors when in fact they're supposed to be sort of discussing this in the open because it's a public school. So nothing
they're going to fire him after this year.
Too crazy, but this would he's probably toast anyways. So
I mean, seeing that girl on the field with him, that was so embarrassing.
It's gnarly. All right, guys, I'm out of material. You guys got anything to add before we get out of here?
No, just excited for another week.
Yeah.
Great week of football coming up. Keep the CFL Canadian. That's what I'll say.
Why?
Oh, so you want? Okay, let me get this straight. You love that the NFL is going to Europe. But
I never said I
love
love that, Matty. I never said I love that.
He's a regional man.
Traitor.
He's a xenophobe.
No, CFL, like they announced a whole bunch of changes coming in the next couple years to their rules and stuff.
I heard they're going to have a game.
People are worried that they're like trying to slowly Americanize the game, just so that they can like scrap the CFL and just put some NFL teams in Canada.
Oh, that would be horrible to have an NFL team in Canada.
It would be horrible.
Canada.
It would.
It would be great for them.
Fuck you, Matty. They got the CFL.
Dude, if they had a team in Toronto or
they have a team in Toronto
or Vancouver.
They have a team in Toronto. They have a team in Vancouver. That's right.
Yeah.
I
Then
took
he
out
just
Maddie's
froze
internet.
up.
I took him out.
You
I
checked him
took him
so
out.
hard on that shit. Now, I
But
hope they don't. I don't understand why leagues would do that because you're competing. I understand what you're saying if they're trying
I'm not
to
gonna say nothing. I
put
mean, technically they do.
Your
Took me
internet
out.
went out there, Maddie. I don't know.
Jim, but how does changing the rules and Americanizing it
I didn't say
I don't.
nothing.
I don't think
make
it makes
way?
for a better product. I think there's other things that the CFL could do to like get fans excited. It's very difficult
Yeah.
for new generations and whatnot. Um, there there are things that they need to do and stuff that they need to modernize with, but I don't think changing aspects like core aspects of the game is something that they need to do.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we'll see. I hope they don't change. I love that big field and
That's part of the thing they're changing. They're making it a 100-yard field instead of 110. They're
count me
keeping the
out.
width though. They keep the width.
No, the width is
It's like girth and length.
girth versus
Yeah.
length.
And then they're talking about moving the goalpost back too.
Yeah, why don't they? Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Nope, Maddie, nobody gets hurt. Goalposts have been like that since like the 1800s. You know
Until
they
somebody.
you know they were like that in the NFL too, right?
Yeah, I remember when they were like. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but I've
Like
seen
nobody
the
gets
videos.
hurt.
Yeah, just watch out.
The only thing that makes sense is like I think teams in the East, they have their both teams benches on the same sideline, which is that's a wild move.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that is a change I'm definitely okay with.
I don't like this, saying it like a volleyball game.
That is a change I am okay with.
There was a couple NFL teams that used to have that. The Vikings back in the Metropolitan days, and the Green Bay Packers when they play in
What,
Fulton
in the
County Stadium.
Metrodome, they were on the same side.
No, before that. I'm a sports encyclopedia, boys.
The
No, I know. Where did they play before that?
The Metropolitan Stadium.
Oh,
It was
that's the name of the
outdoor. It was a
stadium.
shithole.
Okay.
They played the Vikings and the Twins back in the 70s, and then the Metrodome opened in 82.
Mm.
The big controversy for me is it sounds like based on what players and coaches and things have saying, they the like team governors and the CFL like higher ups ownership and whatnot didn't even consult with like coaches or players before doing any of this stuff.
Oh.
So
Mm.
not a
Yeah,
good look. Not a
there's
good look.
Something's at play there. I want more conspiracy theories on this, Jim, please.
The conspiracy theory right now is that it's spearheaded by the guys who own the stadium that the Toronto Argonauts play in, MLSE. They've been wanting an NFL team in Toronto forever, so
They
they're
should
trying
just
to
put one
like.
there. I don't think it would just
Dude, that would be
complement.
the best thing for Toronto. You
I disagree.
Wow.
And I also feel like the Bills wouldn't love that
You
because I feel like the
clown.
Bills get a lot of play from people in Toronto.
Yeah, they were talking about moving the Bills
Yeah,
there at some
like
point.
I feel like the Bills wouldn't want an NFL team in Toronto.
The
No,
Bills
it's
are
not into their
becoming
market.
something very popular, though. Like, the Bills are becoming something.
That's where the Chargers should go because I don't think the Chargers are ever gonna take off in LA.
Well, the Rams, this was the first time I really saw that the Rams were,
That's
like,
the thing people don't get. They're like, "Oh, Rams fans." It takes a while to earn,
Yeah.
allegiance.
even the Super Bowl took a few years after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, but like still sports are a lifelong thing. Like all of us were indoctrinated into it. You can't just like, "Oh, here's a team. They're in your city. You must root for them now." You know? Just don't work like that. It takes a long time. Sorry. And then LA was also still a big Raiders town too, even though they moved. That
I mean, the Raiders will, LA, Oakland, this whole area,
Yeah,
they'll
I got
still
buddies
probably
that were
not
raised up in
perform.
LA, still Raiders fans. Even though they've been shitty forever. All right, guys, let's put a needle in it. Let's put a pin in
Until
it.
next week.
All right. Thank
Love
you,
you,
everybody,
boys.
for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week for another exciting edition of the Sports Hole.
What's